Unika's out, and the first week was just doom and rage, but on this channel, I like to look at what makes characters cool and interesting to play. It's been said a million times, but if you like the character, just play them. And Unika definitely has plenty of fun moves and interesting aspects to her play. She may be straightforward to play, but that don't mean there ain't no meat on that bone. So let's just go over what makes her awesome, because she is awesome. First and foremost, she's a biker chick, and she'll swing that bike at you like a weapon, cause it is a weapon. The way her follow-up moves open it up and how the beam charges up and shoots, just check it out. There is a lot of attention to the effects that this has and how they present her. Her DP especially, the way it seems to grow out of her hands and then becomes this larger gun that blasts in the air is sick. And if you're walking by and see this character slinging this huge weapon around, that's enough right there to get your attention. But what got my attention at first was actually her pseudo stance looking thing. When I heard that she had this charge mechanic that acted like a stance, I was intrigued. Turns out, the two ways to get that charge actually leads into interesting situations. Firstly, you could charge it up and bam, shoot that laser for some plus frames, or just go for a cheeky overhead. And if they try to use the charge as a sign to dash in, you could just DP instead. The charge brings with it a bit of mind games into the situation, and that's cool to see. But more interesting than that was her follow-up moves. These moves each have their own value and purpose, and given they're dash cancelable, they bring with it a lot of consideration. Follow-up H, best block pressure you can have since you can dash cancel it and be plus in their face. But they can jump it, so you can't just spam it. Follow-up 2H has the best combo routing, but they can FD you back enough to make it whiff. These kinds of things make you have to consider how you build your pressure. You can't just loop the same thing every time. There is some inherent counterplay to your best options, so that consideration makes things interesting. When you actually play her, you start to feel not only the power, but her weaknesses. She's like Soul, where if she gets in and gets you blocking, she could easily overwhelm you. Or just flip the match on its head with one really good combo, because she does a ton of damage. But her weakness is her neutral. With how slow her air dash is and how much recovery her normals have, fast characters or characters that excel in the air will cause her struggle. She's a more grounded character, which makes her very different to many others. What makes her similar to her family, however, is how scary she becomes with meter. Slide RC is the Kisk classic and still effective here, or overhead RC, but her secret, her trump card that I don't think anyone has mastered yet, is weapons free. It's got a lot of requirements on it, and not just activate and get damage. This super in and of itself will take some practice and labbing to get the most out of it. Someone described it as super dust, and that's pretty accurate, not gonna lie. Having to be low health, have a combo ready in practice, and maybe even extra meter for that bonus ender is a lot to ask. But it's something else to master, something to chew on, and having some more cool things to master is always great. So if I haven't sold you on her, then it ain't going to sell. Every character in Guilty Gear has their own cool, fun aspects, and you just have to clear your eyes of all the gunk and beast blaming that goes on online. Play her cause she's cool. That's it. And as a casual, you don't even have time for all that yapping, so just play some Unika and enjoy.